I would tell Ayana, as I told Ayana when she first started school, when she graduated from kindergarten, and when she went on to middle school, do the best that you can. Check your work. Don't say you can't, because you can. Take the time to figure it out. And if you can, go a little bit ahead of the classwork so that you'll be a little bit aware of what's coming. And stop crying.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 2. Darkness. What if all there is after death is darkness? No God, no hell, no heaven, no you. What if the hereafter was nothing after? As you sat there in the pews while the preacher spoke, you wondered about the concept of the afterlife. What if there was nothing but darkness? So you sat there, trying to conceptualize what that would be like. No one knew if you retained your sense of self after you died. Having an identity to call your own was what living was largely about, right? It was how we decided to make a mark in the world and the basis of how we interacted with each other. What if you were no longer you? What if there was nothing you could call you? It was almost as if your soul left your body back in the church, if only for a little while. Years later, and you still didn't have an answer for your child self. Your friend tells of thoughts she had about the death and the afterlife. Of how when she was a small child, she wondered if there was even anything after death. She told you that she could only imagine darkness and not being herself anymore. Maybe you weren't so strange after all. Maybe you weren't as alone. Hear the tolling of the bells, iron bells. What a world of solemn thought their monotony compels. In the silence of the night, how we shiver with affright at the melancholy meaning of their tone. Without much warning or preparation, he informs you of the news. Your grandmother died earlier today. The worst part about it is that you knew about her. You didn't exactly know. Your mother gave some hints about it, your uncle mentioned it too, but you decided back then that you didn't want to know. You thought you could decide when and how your personal world changes. Death had a way of proving to you that you were wrong in thinking that. To yourself you say, I'm afraid that I am not going to be in your life anymore, just like Grandma is no longer in mine.
What would we need to do to survive, to bring ourselves back to health? Under the gaze of others, the girl becomes it, both monstrous and astonishing. Her body, like a riddle, gets read over and over again. To any of us who have ever imagined that we are living, even hiding, in a strange skin, the story asks, what is it like to be human, to inhabit multiple skins? Someone asks the question that never disappears. Who are you? What is it? Who are you? But who are you really? She hides herself. She reveals herself. She devises the rough fur mantle. She hides her female self behind the words it, she, it, she. The story does not offer one moral or one sure path.
Oh, I kept the first for another day. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. It occurred to you that maybe returning to the home you knew, didn't mean you returned back to the same old you knew before. Nights of laughing and drinking became less common, but that disbelief you once had in yourself became less common too.
By her own image of herself. From earliest childhood, she is taught and persuaded to survey herself continually. She has to survey everything she is and everything she does.
We have an image, of course we all have an image of ourselves, and it's a visual image.
Wherever I go, it likes to keep me in its shadow.
And you had gotten so caught up in the current that you lost sight of who you were. You would push and push yourself to keep at the pace with the rest of the pack, but it was tiring all the same.
I understand what some of the woman things that we go through about the independence, about it being accepted, about our appearances, how we're being perceived, whether or not friends like us or not, whether men find us attractive. So you and I are very similar in that sense because I actually went through that as well, as a woman. In fact, I told you yesterday, we talk when you feel you need a little bit of encouragement. We talk when you begin to doubt yourself. As long as I can remember, I've always said to you, you do your part, I will always do my part. I hope you've heard that. I think you have. I think I gave you a lot of material.